Wow, what up, y'all? DJ Rooster back at it again. Wake your ass up. The Wallace never sleeps. You heard me? All right, now, we're back at it again. The Pelicans got their first win. Fly, Pelicans, fly. Yeah, fly good. We back for some winning Rooster talk. We haven't had one of these in a minute. Let's get into it. So, Pels got their first win. Yeah, Charlotte was depleted and it took a last second shot to do it, but this was overall a great game. This was the most well-coached game of the year. Other game was pretty well coached too. But this one was like Willie Green's best work. We had, got my notes again. You look at me, yeah? Yep. This is the perfect way to win that first game too. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It's the perfect way. Like we were down, we was up big, then we lost the lead. We went down big. You know what I'm saying? And then we came back, and then we gave up the lead again, down by like 8 points with like a few minutes to go in the game. So we was up, down, clawed back, went down again. Few minutes left, down by 8 points. Few minutes left, 8 or 9, 7, 7, 8, 9, one of those two. Then we gritted out a 12-0 run to close out the mother freaking game. Come on. Oh, this is the way. This showed you everything you need to see about the team and about the players. This is one of those things like, who are you as a player? And you showed out. Had to bust out the old school jersey for this, you know what I'm saying? I had another hat to match. I couldn't find a hat to match. But here's what it is. Old school. But I also selling this jersey too. So check out my Facebook if you wanna, or hit me up in the comments selling some of these old jerseys. But anyway, plug over. To start about the good things that this team has done. Like, we haven't really been able to really, talk good about the team for a minute, but let's talk about some positive things. To start off, you know what I'm saying? We got to start off with our top performers. So let's go down. Number one, once again, plus minus isn't the end all be all. It's just a really good metric to start at. It's great for critical thinkers. If you're a critical thinker, you love plus minus. I haven't seen PER in a while, and that used to be one of my favorite stats too. I haven't really seen that one in a minute. But number one on the plus minus is Jose at plus 21. We got Carlo and Queen at plus 13. Sadiq Bey, of course, plus 8, as always. And if I honorable mention, Herb and Trey, they did all right. They had plus 1 and plus 3 respectively. Herb at plus 1. We're gonna get back to Herb and Trey in a later section. Just want to shout them out. Those are good. Those are good players. The worst players on the team, top 3 or bottom 3. Number 1, Looney, minus 22. Number 2, Fears at minus 17. And number 3 is Jordan Poole at a deceptive minus 1. Before I even we're gonna come to the bad players later on, okay? But for right now, let's keep going with the good. Jose and Queen, that's really all y'all need to hear. Jose and Queen held it down. Like they were the two. Jose, Queen, and Makovich, and Bay. But really, Jose and Queen were the dogs. They were the main dogs in this business. Jose with an 18, 3, and 6. Man, come on. Then 3 rebounds for the little dude. Come on. Key steals. That's what I like about Jose. Whenever Jose makes a mistake, he almost always gets it back. But if he lets a dude go and lay up or something, if he makes a bad play because he's short. Because he's a good defender, but sometimes just being short is what it is. Man, 8 times out of 10 within the next couple possessions, he's ripping that bitch. He's ripping somebody. The dude scored on him, getting ripped up. He's coming. Let me get that. Jose, he got that dog in him, man. As I keep trying to tell y'all. I'm all Pelicans fans all the day. People tell me I'm crazy. Some dude said my whole shit was irrelevant because I mentioned Jose starting. I'm like, so you stupid? Jose is the best player on the team, and he's always been. That's the thing. Like, Pels fans, too many Pels fans just don't know basketball because like we haven't had a good team, and so there's a lot of casuals. So they listen to the national media, and the national media don't know shit about basketball. That's when it comes to Jose. Like, they have a thought in their brain of how a good basketball player, a good defender is supposed to look: big, long, athletic. Like, no, a good player just simply provides value. And Jose provides value on the defensive side of the ball, offensive side of the ball, leadership. Like Jose is a leader. When we had that play with Derik Queen, because he was balling, but Derik Queen low-key got some bad hands. Like, low-key, I don't even think it's low-key. Like, it's like more mid-key. Like, he'll be good, but then he'll just drop shit, or he'll he's not Rudy Gobert levels bad, but he got some like shaky hands. So just like with Queen, when he made those 2 big mistakes, and then he came back with I think it was a defensive play one. I think he scored. Yeah, he scored on it. Jose grabbed him. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Let's fucking go. Man, that's exactly what he needed. Man, nobody out there helping Queen like that on the court. Like, I love the fact that, shout out to DeAndre Jordan. Sneakily good pickup, just having him talking to the young dudes. Because Looney's a veteran, but he's like a young vet. So now we have veterans at all stages. We got our old vets that can teach the younger vets like Looney, who can teach the younger players like Misi and Makovich and all them, Queen and all them dudes. We got a lot of bigs all of a sudden. None of them really stands out as a star, but we got a lot of bigs that we can really go with. Them dudes are good. Like I said, leadership matters. Like, intangibles matter. Like, the extra stuff that you do on the court, being able to bring people up. He's a leader. You got to have Jose on the court. Everybody who always dogs Jose, there's a reason why he's a fan favorite, because he brings that energy, that fight, that dog. He's the best, most important player on the fucking team, and he's been like that. Like, throughout the entire time he's been here. When Jose gets hurt, we stop winning. When Jose plays, we win. Now, last season, there was just injuries everywhere. Even Jose, probably the most injured team in the fucking history of the world. You know what I'm saying? It's actually wild. Last year was so different. Oh man, the Pels getting dudes outside the smoothie king to come play. Hey, you need a jersey? Hey, here's a jersey. Man, come play. Hurry up. Wow. But yeah, man, they were, I could rap about them all day. Derik Queen, Jose, amazing. Next, Saddiq Bey and Makovich. You know what I'm saying? These dudes, both at Saddiq Bey was +8. So Saddiq Bey was +8. But Carlo +16, and he was what was his numbers? 13, 6, and 2 assists. Yeah, he could pass that bit a little bit. This dude had like 18 dunks, bro. Like I said, I still don't think he should start. Like, you need to start and close with experience. That's my biggest thing. Unless you're starting with youth who like just knows the game so far, because like not necessarily rookies. You can start with like youth, but no. Makovich, he's not a rookie, I don't think, but he's young. He's coming along. Saddiq Bey, of course, you know how I love me some Saddiq Bey. I've been talking about Bey. Hey, Bey. I'm in the club hollering, every Bey is my song, shoot it up. Buckets. Just always all around. He's a basketball player. He just plays basketball. He's good at everything. There's nothing in this game that he's just not good at. He can rebound, he can score, he can play off ball, on the ball, so he can run the offense a little bit. He like 17-4. He didn't have any assists, but he can if you need that of him. And sometimes it's just people missing shots. But Saddiq Bey is just like a dog. I love me some Saddiq Bey. I love Saddiq Bey. Let's go. So it's going to be hard to give Carl more minutes, though. You know, everybody always says X player needs more minutes, but it's a zero-sum game. Like, if you give him more minutes, you got to take minutes from somebody else. Who are you taking minutes from? You taking Messi off the court to put, Makovic in? And then, money matters, too. So, like, you paid all this money for Looney, but he's going to play. Like, he's a free agent. You're going to have to integrate him in. So, like, just he's good in stretches. I don't think he necessarily needs to play, 20 minutes a game, but a good 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the matchup, should be pretty good for Makovic. Carlo! Then once he gets better and, and fixes some things and the offense starts flowing and the defense, once the defense is actually not as bad as some people say. That. Look, some people say his defense trash, but I don't think his defense is, like, that bad. It's not great, but he had a block. But he's okay. Okay. And before I go on to the bad, they said, shout out to Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, and Hawkins for being decent. Especially Hawkins. Seeing Hawkins with that +1 next to his name, I was like, all right, we need to showcase him all so we can trade his ass. I like Hawkins, but once again, he's been in the league for so long, he's still small as hell. He don't really work out like that. Trade him. Well, once you give him enough minutes, do trade him. A lot of players in the fan base want to see PV, but I think PV, because I like PV, I like his personality. Just keep working, keep doing your thing, PV. We're gonna break that glass later in the season. PV is gonna be really good later on, and I think he can contribute now, but I think PV is gonna be good later. We have enough guards. We got guards because you still got to get Jordan Poole. Thing is, you still have to get him going. But that brings me to my next point. We're gonna talk about the bad of the game. Hey y'all, this is like tradition at this point, Once again, awful free throws. 68%. What was that? 13 or 19? For 68%. Come on, man. Why are we missing so many free throws? Fears. I like the kid. I think he's going to be special, but he needs less minutes. He just needs less minutes. He doesn't have a feel for the game like that. He's always, like, standing in the wrong spot. He's just, like, just around. If he's not active on the ball, he just doesn't really know what he's doing a lot of times. But other than that, just play fears less. Hit your free throws. Our turnovers are all right. We only had 12, which isn't amazing. But, 12 is decent. And let's get to it. I'm gonna give Looney a break. He's working back in, and he's just everything's new for him, and he's really trying to work himself back in. I'm gonna give Looney a break for being a -22. Awful. He set some good screens, man. He's one of all the players that can still set screens. So I'm gonna give him a break. Jordan Poole, son. I hate watching this dude play the game of basketball. I don't think I've ever seen a player I've hated watching more than Jordan Poole. I'm so disappointed because I was so high on him. Like I said, I'm not going to delete that in my earlier videos. I said, man, we got a big folk. Jordan Poole, Zion, and Trey Murphy going to carry this team. Jordan Poole about to have a revenge year. But no. And especially before the season, because a lot of the coaches, a lot of players are talking about, man, how vocal Jordan Poole is and how he's always engaged. I was like, oh, man, it's going to be good. He must have learned some things in Washington. Especially being out there as like one of the lone vets people would experience. I thought he learned some things. But then I'm listening to him on the court and seeing him. It's like, but you don't know how to play the game of basketball. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you even talking about? So if a dumb motherfucker who don't know what he's saying is always talking, that means he's yapping. So what you yapping about? Like, you're weak as shit. The weakest player. Like I say, he's the weakest player I've ever seen in the history of my life. I have never seen a player weaker than Jordan Poole. I really don't want to get on like that because I got defending him a lot, I guess it's part of the reason why I feel so hurt because I was like in his camp for so long. Especially with the Draymond thing. I wanted to see him come back and, get that run back. I wanted to see Golden State in the playoffs so we get that run back. Him and Looney, man, get that run back from Golden State. Let's get it. But no, he didn't learn shit. Like, he didn't learn nothing. Like, so what you talking about? What you yapping about? Like if what you talking about don't translate to nothing, just shut the fuck up. He's just always yapping, soft as shit. Man, I could go with him all day. So I'm just gonna cut that. I'm just like, cause I got more to rant because he had 3 turnovers. Again, highest on the team. He's come off the bench. Like he just needs to come off the bench. So all right. In conclusion, we got some signs of life. Keep doing what we're doing. And everybody who's like, complaining about rotations, always with the rotations. And starting lineups. Like, the point of having a versatile team is so that you can mix and match based off the matchup and based off of who's playing well. So crying about different lineups is like stupid because like dudes aren't playing anyway. So motherfuckers are garbage. Then why are you crying that they're not playing? Fuck them. If you're garbage, sit your ass on the bench. I feel really strong about that because like people just say things because of how they feel and not actually the logistics of making a thing happen. Like you have to understand the cause and effect of how shit works in reality. So like you're gonna have different lineups. Like it's okay. That's part of being versatile. If you have fundamentals, then you can play with anybody. If you pass the ball, like driving and kicking, it's the same for everybody. So like fundamental basketball doesn't matter who you're playing with. But I'm gonna get into another video when I talk about why the Pelicans is so hard to play. Our roster is very unique. But at the end of the day, I'm already at like 18 minutes almost. But y'all take it easy. But we had to go in because we got our first dub. Yeah. Know who that's over here? That's what I'm gonna talk about the Saints draft. Probably tomorrow. That's probably gonna be the next video I do. I might do a Saints draft and a Pelicans Dallas recap because at the end of the day, Saints didn't really do shit at the trade deadline. I'll give you my opinions on like the stuff that we did do. But that's it. Check out the playlist. Check out some of our other videos. We want to see some very different looks at the NBA. Because I'm your boy, DJ Rooster. Back at it again. Fly, Pelicans, fly. Fly up. See y'all later.